Welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and as promised, I am going to work on the fabric covers. I've got some recycled Amazon packaging envelopes, the padded kind. You can also use just like a 9x12 envelope, some cotton batting, or in a file folder. I don't know. Use whatever you like for your innards. Let's see. Which one do I want to start with? Might start with the cherries because I did find the black ticking. And let's not lose those other ones. I only need one of these at a time. So I do wish, excuse me. Oh my goodness. I wish I knew where my scissors, the special scissors were, but that's okay. You know the scissors. You know what scissors I'm talking about. They're my fabric scissors that do the zigzag cut. Oh my word. I know there's a word for those scissors. Words are so freaking hard. All right. I want to make sure that the cherries, this is all I have for the cherry fabric, is just 2 little pieces. So doesn't really matter, I guess. So I want to make sure there's like a little bit on the front and the back, I think. And the rest is just going to basically be, you know, just different reds and blacks, I guess. And just different. Once I get a configuration that I like, I will start. I'll just glue some down with my glue. I'm just going to use that glue right there. These little hearts have all the colors, but they might not have been on there straight to begin with, which will make tearing it off a little bit more of a struggle. But I don't know. We'll just have it hang up. We're going to make sure the middle that we go over far enough with our fabrics too. Let's get some green on here. I hope I have enough. That's right, I've got the black and white. Seems to me I've got some other black fabric though that I might end up having to pause to go look for. These are going on top because they're the standout pieces, right? Let's see, another little green one, maybe. And we've got the polka dot. That is, whoops. The thing about ripping them is then you at least get them straight. But I'm just using scraps anyway, so. See, that one's got all right, I might replace that one with doesn't have a big fold in the middle. Just saying. I don't want to have to iron it if I don't have to. You've met me, right? You know. You know. You've been watching me, you know. If you don't know, then I don't know what's wrong with you. How did you not know? Alright, so it's going to be red and green, but not Christmassy. Hey, this works for the March Color Challenge too, which is dark red and dark green. Do I want to use the butterfly? It's a little different. It's something a little different, right? If I can figure out, straighten it out a little bit maybe in some areas. If you don't like the sound of tearing fabric, you have come to the wrong channel, or at least the wrong day, because that's what's happening today. But this is white with black little butterflies, and I thought that might be a really sweet thing. So we have this large pattern, and then we have That might be like a medium-ish patterns and small patterns. That would be medium and the dots would be small, I would think. I don't want those right next to each other. I don't want those right next to each other either. It's all right, we can move this. So I'm worried if I put something on the front here, I'm gonna lose my cherries. I didn't say that. Nope, that's not what I said. Just ignore any words or innuendos that come out of my mouth. Pretend they didn't happen. All right, put this down in the corner maybe. Butterflies, maybe upside right. All right, and some butterflies on the back. Maybe like right, oh, they go both directions, so it doesn't matter. Definitely overthinking it there, aren't I? Cut it further up this time so I don't get it quite so crazy. There we go. Bring up some of the red-green combo up there. All right, kind of like that for the front. Now I just got to fill in the back. And I can pretty much do that with anything I've got here, right? Do a little bit more green down at the bottom here. Might leave enough to go around the edge. I don't need that much, even if I go around the edge. Don't know if I'm going to go around the edge. Maybe I can come around the edge with, I don't know. Anyway, let's see. I need something for right here. Would more red polka dots be too much? Okay. Or actually, what's this? Ooh, I like that. Okay. That will be nice. Forgot about that one, I guess. Put a little bit of it on the front too. Just kind of do that kind of a thing. All right. Kind of see now, how am I going to get it on there? Just so, I don't know. Because it's all going to get spread apart. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to like get a new piece of this. All right, this, I ripped that. It won't matter because everything's getting glued on here and then sewn on here. And that rip really, it won't matter. I'm going to just put that on the, I'm going to go over the edge a little bit. So I can go around the edge and have a finished type edge. And I want that under. Yeah, because I thought about, oh no, I can't use this bag. But then I was like, actually, it's not so bad. I could probably. Some stuff's going to have to get moved around just because I decided to add that edging. Oh, plus we didn't use any of this black ticking anyway. So we can, oh well, we can add a little bit of that in here and there. Because what's one more pattern among friends? Oh, I just lost some pieces. Well, so much for getting it started that way. It's just going to. These will be more like layering pieces anyway. All right. Excuse me. Or I could just use it as the down the center. You know what I'm saying? Of the spine. The spine. That's what I'm trying to say. These go both directions, so it doesn't matter. That's going over that. This can go here. Yep, I did. I totally have, I don't know how I feel. I think I have a one that's more black. So I may end up filling in some areas with some other bits, right? Oh my goodness, strings. nice thing about using this glue is I have some time to move things around, or I could just take it right back off again. Like this one, I want up a little bit higher. Not a problem. In fact, even that one can go up a little bit higher. Cover that spot, and then I just have that one spot to fix there. It's a mess. I know. I'm not perfect at everything. Believe me, when it's all said and done, it comes out looking cool. Especially if I were to do, I might do black stitching actually. I was thinking red or green, but no, I think black to accentuate this black. But I kind of want to go find some more black fabric. That's kind of what I want to do. So, and you'll see that I'm not lining them up with the the lines. All right, I guess I have them going both ways. It doesn't matter. I'm, overlapping here and there so that it doesn't get perfectly lined up, because I just prefer that look. See, this is why I like to use the glue stick. Holds it down until I can sew it. It's not going to mess up my machine when I sew it. And does this piece go up here? Is that the one? Yep, that works. What else do we have here? I think I might move this piece over here and put that piece over that. There we go. And move the butterfly over here, maybe. Or move this butterfly over here. Put this butterfly here, maybe. And a little bit of what? I want more cherries. That's what I want. Let's see. All right, let me go. I know I have some black somewhere. Hold on. All right, I found that my husband had left me a message, so I looked at that real quick. I found some black. I could do like some Tim Holtz Modern kind of bits. I could exchange out one of the these for this, or I do have some houndstooth. This is very similar to the background here, so I was thinking that, and that would give me some more black, and then here's some red that's kind of an orangey red, and that's got the green that's in the leaves. So it's tempting to put just a little bit of this because it's also kind of a retro color. I think I'm definitely going to use a little bit of this black. And then maybe just little tiny bits of that green. We'll see. I'm going to put this up here just so that there's some, right now that's lined up with that, and we don't like that. Let's see. Oh, and then also I found some eyelet, which I thought might be kind of cute to tuck under some of these spaces, like I'm going to take out the bulk that's here though. So when I sew it, I just need to make sure I sew this on. And now it will be more straight because I've cut off that top piece, which keeps it from... And I can even fabric tack that in if I'm worried. Alright, I don't like it on that one though. See, this one's a little more cream than the other, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. This one, if I turn it over and have the fray go at the top, I need something under it, don't I? Oh, and then I brought the ticking, the red ticking, which this red ticking, I guess, it's kind of more creamy. See, this is white. That's a little more white. This is more cream, which you can do whites and creams. You can. You really can. It's okay. I may end up putting them back on there. We'll see. And I might still do, I guess I want more black. Who knew? And Houndstooth, also retro. So there's that. All right, move that. I want more of this. That's what I want more of. But you can't always get what you want. But you get what you need. All right. See, I was thinking if that just kind of poked out in a couple places here and there, not overwhelming it by being on the edges, you know. I'm going to use, I might use a little bit more of this. What was it that Clint said broke his needle? Was it Fabri-Tac or was it art glitter glue? I don't know. But there we go. Okay, and now we'll put it in another place or two. And we want it where it's going to show, like it wouldn't show up against this piece, but it would show up against that piece, like, and I probably don't want to have it right on the spine, which would be right about here, which means this piece, I'm going to want something to cover that, aren't I? Let's try a piece of this. I know, you're like, the patterns, there's so many patterns. It's alright. I mean, if it's too patterny, I'll just use a straight stitch, which will help a little bit. Oh, that needs to go. Something needs to get, like when I hold this in, what will happen? No, I think that might be alright. It might. This is where I may end up having trouble, that's all. That's this I got all this a little, but if I put like ticking on the edge or something, then it won't matter as much. I know, are you very worried about that bit? Yeah, it'll all be fine because I'm going to be putting another piece of fabric on the back. It's all going to be fine. Okay, let's put this here. Oops, don't line up our lines. That's just personal preference. Alright, and then, alright, this is going to bug me a little bit, so just even that out a little bit, and maybe I had some scissors back there. They're not fabric scissors, but if it was an even, I don't know, that didn't bother me as much, but need a little something here. We were going to put this maybe across here. I just want little bits of this. I don't want it to overwhelm it. So like right there might be good. In fact, that might even get covered. I don't know. Because if I find like a really pretty retro cherry kind of a something somewhere, then that may happen. Come off the edge with that. And where's that other one? We'll go up the middle with this. There we go. See, if I'm going to cover part of this cherries, I kind of want it to be the crooked part on the bottom here, but I still want the cherry to show. So Let's see. I know, you're like, let's move on to the next one. I think I will pause and finish this real quick and we'll move on to the next one. Because this has been a long time on just one. Okay, so I did end up putting some of the Timalt fabric on there. So that's what we've got so far, and it'll look a lot different even after we sew it. And then after I sew it, I'll put fabric or paper on the back. And I'm also going to fold these over, and I'm going to probably, so that when I sew it, it'll have a nice clean edge. And so, let's see, I guess I should at least show you one of those, right? Just going to use this glue just like I was using. Wish this was a little bit straighter. But it is what it is. And I just use you will get strings on your whatchamacallit glue. Your glue stick. Make sure you put some on the fabric too. So well, I try to do 2 sides and then the other 2 sides. Alright, let's move some of this stuff out of the way. We're done with the red and green now, so that, and the black. I don't think there's black in the other ones. Guess it starts down here. I'll put a little glue there, and a little bit of glue there, and a little bit of glue there. Okay. Don't worry if it doesn't stay down perfectly. You can always just put a paper clip on there. Just take the paper clip off when you sew it. So I'm going to try it like this. Yeah, I ended up not using those pieces. They weren't working for me. They were making it country, I guess. We want retro, but not 80s farm retro. Some people will miter their corners. You just want to get rid of the bulk more than anything. I could have come over a little bit further with fabric. The more fabric, like a good 1/2 inch is probably at least what you want for folding over your fabric. Otherwise, you're going to miss when you sew around, you might miss the edge completely. So, I'll just do it like that on this side too. So I'm just cutting to the corner here, and then cutting off this edge. And doing that here too. Cut to the corner, cut to the, and then cut that. And that way, I don't see any of the paper bag when I fold it over. Because when I try to do a miter one, I always end up seeing the corner of the bag. Of course, if you're going to put corner protectors on it, it won't matter so much. And you will get sticky fingers doing this. I mean, you could also have the option of just pinning everything down if that's what you want to do. But this is just easier for me. And then this is going to be a wide journal. Well, it depends on the width of my spine. If I decide that I want like a wider spine and more than one signature, then I'll put a piece of chipboard in here. And that will determine, right now it's a good size. It's kind of a wider journal. Compared to like a piece of paper, like a regular size piece of paper, find a regular size piece of paper. So yeah, it would definitely be long, which, you could work that out. Or if I have like a 2-inch spine, it'll work out perfectly. So I think I'll keep making them this big. And yeah, this is the way it goes because my letters are upside down. I'm like, wait, which way does it go? And I got a little eyelet there, and eyelet there. I know I only have one piece of that, but oh well. Let's make this one faster by not overthinking it so much. Which one are we doing next? I knew I was going to forget where I put the bags. I'll just pull one out. What's this one? That's the weird butterfly. No, let's do the pink. I think this is the pink one. Yes. All right. So what I could do is have this be the spine, which would then just go all the way around if I do that. And I would put it on afterwards. But I could still put some pieces. So I'll put it on last, but that may end up being my spine. And I definitely want like this nice pink flower like front and center. But I don't have enough for the whole thing, right? So I could even just have that be the front of it and this be the back. Well, sort of. We have some, it's not just, it's, yeah. It was, somebody made something out of it, didn't they? Okay. Let's try to get sort of a squarish or squared off piece. That's right, we're going up around the edges there too. All right, I'm just going to put everything down. I'm going to put that last. All right, like I said, we're not going to overthink this one. We're just going to start gluing, right? And I will probably put some pieces around the edge so that it will go. But this is what I liked, is this just big bold flower pattern happening there. I really liked. Put this. That actually does seem to have a whatchamacallit, a direction. Oh my word. Words are hard. Do y'all, I don't know, something got on that. Let's see. It's alright. We'll just take that piece off and try to get ourselves a nice good piece because we really like this one. And we want it to be, well, I want it to be, I actually want it to come on the front a little bit too. So it's going to come on the front a little bit and come over the edge a little bit. There we go. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. The back is definitely going to be darker. I'm trying not to overthink it. All right. And I think that I do have another, I found this too. It is not the right pink, okay. And that's why that doesn't get to stay. Now this, down on the corner, might be really cool, huh? Oh, yeah, like that. All right, so we're gonna come off the edge some there. I like that down there. Nope. I need to move this over a little bit. I don't want to cover that flower on the front. I just wanted to cover some stuff. Oh. I'll trim that off after I get it on there because it's kind of hard to tell. See, if you don't like audition it all first and try to like be perfect with it, then you still end up with something cool. And just put this green down in this corner. Probably needed it a little bit. No, that might work. Okay. And just a little something up there to cover that in case this doesn't, in case the border thing doesn't. My phone has rung so much today. Don't know what she said. You don't even know who Michael Sanders is. So why do you talk like that? Like, can I speak to him? I need to speak to him. You're just either a spam or wanting to sell us, what is it? A warranty on our car. Believe me, nobody would warranty his car. He wouldn't. He's so annoyed with his car. All right, so, oh, I forgot about the bottom here. Just take some of this. Just a little. Underneath the flower, now that I just put all that. Yep. Well, I guess we'll do it that way. There we go. Glue that down so it stays down. Stay. Alright, and then probably want a little bit more to go over the top there, but everywhere else seems to be good, and you've already seen how I do that. I might try to just go ahead and, I mean, I'll tape it down if I have to. Or just put a little bit of something up there. Oh, wait, I didn't miss a spot. I had something there. Where did it go? I'm like, I put something there. It just didn't have enough glue, I guess. And then, I think I'll just put a strip of this across the top here. Like that. And then it'll show a little bit on the front and give me enough to fold over the back. Alright, that's going to be cool. So there won't be as much sewing on the back. I'll sew much more on the back. I'll sew quite a bit. On the front, I might frame out this flower or something with some green maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And then if we use this as our spine, then you could see how that is, and a little bit of green pokes out there, and yeah, that'll be really cool. Okay, putting that one to the side. See, they can go fast. It just depends on how you do it. That's another bag. What do I do with the bags? Why can't I keep track of these bags? Oh, let's do the blue. I like the blueberries, so let's make sure we do the blueberries. I do have a good amount of the blueberry fabric, even if it's a weird shape. So, oh, it goes this way. So I could just go like across. See, this is nice. I'm showing you different ways to do things too. Like this, I think I might go just all the way across the middle and then patchwork around the edges. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Because I can. Because I think it'll be cute. I'm just trying to get gluey strings off me. That's all. And I want to glue it all the way down so I don't end up with, I mean, once I sew it down, it'll be fine. But I really don't want to have too much bubbling and whatnot. So I'm actually got about a third up here. And then at least a third of this will be probably a little more than a third. But it's not exactly in the middle. I did that on purpose. I don't want it to be exactly in the middle. Hey, how do these work? Because, you know, they're already, that's a little too busy. I have these out for like this little bit. Or, you know, some pieces that are on there. Okay. So, I only have one piece of this. And I really liked it. Oh, and it's got the edge on it here, which is fine. Kind of want to have it near some of the red bits, maybe. Hey, it's folded over, which is nice. I'm going to cut that off. All right. It's a square off of something or somewhere. Let's see, where's my spine going to be? I could have it be on the spine, but I think I'm going to have it be right here. And then we'll do another one on the front. It's a little bit thin-ish, so I might not put it on a corner, is what I'm thinking. All right, and then we had, ooh, yeah, there's a big pattern, which is nice. Isn't that pretty? That could almost be the spine though, couldn't it? That would be drama. All right, let's cut it in half. So we could have some on the front and some on the back. Oh my goodness. Let's see which line's straighter. That one, I think. And then I'll have another piece of something go up that way to go over my edge. And then this one I'll cut in half. And kind of come down here on the corner with it. Make sure I'm going over my edges. And maybe down on this corner. And we've got this green with the red. Do we want to use that? I don't know if I like it as much today. Let's see. Do I like this green better? Not really. Oh, I found this. I thought it would be pretty, but I don't. If it's not right next to it, maybe. Like it could just kind of be a little piece up there. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Alright, let's put the straighter part on the front because that's not straight piece. And the back will get covered, so if that's not perfectly straight, it's okay. I'd rather have it straight on the front. Alright. I'll stick in of this right there. This is a piece that has a smaller pattern that's closer together. This is a little bit larger pattern that's further apart, which is why I'm okay with putting them next to each other. Does that make sense? I don't know. And then this is a large pattern. This is a medium pattern, which is also close together. But will be good for this. Kind of graduating, going up and down, having not a straight line. More stupid gluey strings. I mean, we knew that was going to happen. That's just the nature of the project. I am thinking about putting this like, and then folding it over. I know it's really, I only have like that one little piece, I think. Overlap that just a little bit. Because I like it with the blueberries, just not right next to the blueberries. Does that? And then I need a bigger piece of this to go on the corner. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion. Now I've said too much. I'm gonna put this piece here. I haven't said enough. What should go up here? I don't think this one really works. I like all the dark with this has the white as the background. So, oh, we never did anything with this. Do I want a little bit more red in here? Especially if I can get like the berries. I don't know how I feel about it because, you know what? We're just gonna do it. I like that it has some berries on it. These scissors are sharper. I love these. The Westmore titanium scissors are my favorites when it comes to. Yeah, I'm still gonna put it right next to the red, even though it might not be. Oh, we want the berries on the bottom. We want the berries showing. The whole point is the berries. The berries. berries. Oh, I know. And then we'll do some down here to give it a little pop of lighter color at the bottom too. Even though I was thinking, but it's white, it's a different, I don't know. It's, let's straighten that out a little bit with the not strong scissors, I mean the not. Oh, right there's, whoops, right there is fine. Go. So then I'll fold over the back, and that's what the front will look like. All right, see, if you can do these really fast if you just don't overthink it. All right, what's the last one? The butterfly one? Seriously, what is the last? I think it is the butterfly one that we put together yesterday. Yeah, because you weren't with me when I did those. Alright, so our inspiration piece is this piece right here. But I only have one piece of it. And what I could even do is kind of have this be the back, so that it's not too busy on the front with this. Like have this be the front and this be a big part of the back. And then just kind of like patchwork to meet, for them to meet up. Maybe. Got a lot of strips here, which is nice. Like that could even, this is long enough, it could be the spine piece. So that would go under. I know I'm not supposed to be overthinking it. But I needed to know if it's going to work or not. Because this does have, it's different, it's got so many different colors in it. But I don't know if I like this with it or not. I mean, it's going to be an eclectic journal regardless. Well, we do have these stripes. We could do, hold on. We could rethink this because we have all these stripes happening here. I think I have more stripes. Yep. I know there's this weird line on this fabric. I don't know why. But I like that blue with that blue. I think it's why I stuck it in there. And then I also had this blue one, which also kind of works. You know what? Let's not overthink it. Let's just do something. Is this enough to go all the way around? Yep. So we're just going to put that kind of down the center-ish. Won't have to be perfect. And then see what happens from there. Also, if you put the glue down and then you smush it, then you don't have to iron it. Isn't that fun? I'm going to go this way with this because this has a nice, it's got the salvage edge on it, which could be kind of nice. Could be twice as nice. Could be kind of nice. Could be twice as nice. Alright, let's put this on the edge. Or do we want to go the other way with it? Oh, I just want to go more this way. Except it's thin and I don't want to lose it, so I think I'll put a piece up here. Wrong scissors. And a piece down here of it. Stop picking up the wrong scissors. And maybe a piece in the middle that goes all the way across. And is it pretty straight? It's not though. Well, that's not helpful. So it'll be a little bit narrower piece going across here. And then, see, this piece is going to go somewhere on the front here. I could even cut it down some, but I don't want to cut it. I don't want to cut apart any more butterflies, you know? Just put those back there so I stop picking them up. And I don't want it to be too matchy-matchy, so add a little piece of this in here. That way we could put a piece of that on the back. And then we've got this yellow, which I think I'll put that piece on the back somewhere. I hope I'm in frame. Should probably look. Mostly. To some degree. Whoops. Okay, put that piece of yellow down there. Put this piece of yellow, whoops, right here. Oh, I've got more of this. Cool. Oh, and more of this. We'll go the opposite direction on the back, just for, because we can, really. I mean, what other reason is there? It's just because we can. Let's see. And I got a little bit more of this somewhere, so it's not that big a deal. We know that I like polka dots, though. There we go. Put that up in that corner. Oh, we got another little piece of this yellow. I like this yellow. Kind of want to put a little piece on the front, and there we go, right there is where we could put it. Which way? I don't know. Sure, why not? Just like that. I mean, it's not like I can't change it. This glue is not permanent. It's not Kaiser Permanente. Oh, look, more strings. Don't leave the dark strings behind the light fabric if you can help it. Alright, let's stick that there. Just get some kind of glue on there. That's right, this is like, so I'm going to end up with like this line over here if I'm not careful. Alright, I'm going to go this way. There we go. And then there's words on this, so I guess I'll go this way. So then I was thinking of doing that. So then it kind of looks like I used a big piece of that fabric when I didn't have a big piece of that fabric. Butterfly, butterfly, fly away. Oh wait, where does this fold over? There? I actually don't mind if that folds over. I'm okay with that. Now what's our back looking like? Should we put a little bit of white on here to brighten it up somewhere? I mean, we've got yellow. It is pretty bright, but we also have some nice little we're going to put this here, then we definitely want to separate that a little bit. And maybe connect the front to the back a little bit. Just stick that right there. And then, do we have more of this? Yes, we do. Just need a little piece for here. Just a little piece. And a bigger piece here, except for maybe go, oh, we're fine right here. We're gonna kind of go in the middle so that none of our lines are meeting up perfectly. And then, do I have enough of this? Yes, I do. Enough of that I can just pull a little piece off and make sure I have that yellow on the back as well, even though I don't have the other yellow on the, oh yeah, I do have the other yellow on the front. All right, and I will fold all those bits over and sew it. I will probably fold this over after. No, I guess I need to sew it over now. That's all right. I mean, glue it over and I'll sew it. So I'm gonna go sew these, and then I'll be back after these messages. We'll be right back. I gotta set up my sewing machine and stuff, like find some thread, hope that nothing fell off the machine and that I won't be able to find. It's all craziness. So I'm gonna do all my edges and do all my sewing, and then I'll make a new video that I will attach to this one so you can see all the covers done the same day, because I have that technology. Well, everybody does, but I know how to use it, I guess. All right, see you, for you be 2 seconds, and for me, you might be, let's hope it's by the end of the day. There goes nothing. Let's see. I have white in the bobbin, pink on the top, because I'm just doing white for everything in the bobbin, so I don't have to keep changing it. And some of these I'm probably going to definitely have to... Okay, so I'm going to start on... Oh, and this I had on backwards. Why? So now there's a little paper bag on there. But my hope is that at some point that will just come off at some point. So I'm going to start like right on this side of the... And I think I'm just going to do a straight edge around the edge for now. My edges are not perfect, and that's alright. Because it's not about perfection, it's about using your stuff. In case you're wondering why perfection is not so important. I'm going to definitely want to put corner protectors on this one because my corners are a little I'm slowing down a little bit over here because there's like a lot more fabric. I think one more. Nope. One more. Oops. We went 2 more, but that's alright. I'm just trying to keep the edge of the foot on the edge of the page. In case you're wondering. Whoops. Yeah, on the edge of the... That's going to be a little gem cut there, isn't it? I don't know what word to say. I don't know. I mean, I grew up in a place where we said jacket, so... I grew up near the place where jacket was invented, so to speak. Okay, this is a lot more fabric going through here. There we go. So now I have it outlined. I've got my outline on there. So now I can decide if I want to do like some pretty cool stitches or if I just want to keep doing straight stitches. I'll probably go ahead and do some zigzag. That's the word. And I'm thinking there might be something. And I'm just going all the way to I don't necessarily outline all my pieces. I just kind of put some, I just try to get them sewn down to some degree. Does that make sense? And I really don't need to worry about back stitching per se, because I am going to glue something on the back and that should hold the stitches in. You know, I say that. All right, so this one I'm going to do 68, and I'll just do it the way it says. So 68 is the leaf. And it's just a decorative stitch. Fun to use. Tried to finish that at the end of the leaf. I think that I did. Yes, I did. So you can see the leaf stitch. So I don't mind too, but I might do a third something somewhere just to have it be, maybe I'll do a leaf stitch going the other way just for a little ways, or maybe even just on this edge right here. So that edge there. Then, unless I want this to be a, well, it's already glued down, so I don't want it to be a pocket, but I want to do something across there, but I may just go ahead and do a straight stitch. 7890, 1. Yep. And you can see I'm not, you didn't even turn it, I'm just, wasting a lot of yarn thread doing it that way. But and then this one I'm gonna go start over here. I'm gonna end up with kind of necks over there, which is kind of fun. Putting on an edge means less waste of the, whoops, sorry about that. So I've sewn here and here, so that will keep that piece on that's now forward and not backward. So these are all in place now. I just want to do something on this part here probably, and maybe an L kind of a thing. So for here, I think I just want to do the wavy lines. Where are they? Where are my wavy lines? Where are my wavy lines? I know they're here. That's not it. I lost. Oh, there they are. 25. 5. There we go. I made them small apparently. I usually increase the size on paper. I wasn't thinking. Oh well. And I did miss this spot right there, but that's okay. It's gonna stay down. It's got enough sewn on it that it's gonna stay. Alright, that did not. Oh, okay, that's because I got that line there. Okay, so yeah, we have that line there, which I'm now going to do here. Pause, because you just saw it. You don't need to see it again. Okay, oh, I guess I could turn that off and move it back a little bit, huh? Okay, so there's this one. So if I fold it in half, it will look like this. Or I could even make it more like a, I could do this and have a flap come on the front if I wanted it to be not quite so wide, which still looks kind of cool. And then, you know, so there's that one. And you can see I've got some zigzag stitch, and I don't go around everything. So this might be a little loose right here, but it's not going anywhere. It's sewn on the other 3 sides. And then I've also got some of the leaf stitch in a few places. There's some leaf stitch going up here. Try to do it at least twice if I have a different stitch like this on the side. I don't remember what number I used to get that, and then I couldn't get it again. I don't know. It was when my machine was messing up. But then I did straight edge on the top and the bottom, and you can see where I like overlap. And that way, you know, so I did this, and then this straight edge going over here. I think I did go back, you know, on that one a little bit. Back stitch, that's the word I wanted. But if you know, but I kind of like, and then this is what it looks like if you don't go across. But this one definitely is going to need to have corner protectors because my corners are ratchet. So I did some leaf stitch on this one. I just did a straight stitch around the outside, got some leaf stitch here, and some zigzag here, and then I just have this one I think I did. Is this the one I did on screen? I think so. This is the one I just did on camera. Yeah, shows what I can remember. And I cut off as many little strings. All right, these got a little wrinkled here and there. I can just leave it like that and be okay with it, which I am. Or if I just wanted to put a patch of something over it, or like, you know, I have those green leaves, like, you don't know what I know. I mean, you don't, some of you know, some of you remember. I don't know what happened to them. But, you know, I could always put a little something over that if I wanted to. So this has got a lot of straight stitching. It's got the little curvy one in a couple places across, but then this is just a bunch of straight, and I'm not going around each one. I'm just trying to catch as much as I can. Like this one's on there. It's not coming off. It's just a little flippy. Same with this one. So, oh, I might put a little fabric tack in there so we don't see its underwear. And then I think here, I left this sticking out right here, and I might back it and make it kind of like a tab, like just put a little, or just leave it, or put some lace on the back of it or something. But I thought it was kind of cute hanging off there, because when I folded it over, it was like really short to fold over, and I had this folded over anyway. So yeah, that's what the back looks like. It's a mess. And then I did black stitching on this one. I just kept everything white for the bobbin, so I didn't have to keep changing that. I just changed the colors that I used on the top, and that makes a difference, because if I had used red thread or green thread on this one, it could have gone Christmassy. But I used black, and I could have used white as well, but I wanted to bring out more of the black. So I've just kind of got just random. I made sure that I sewed wherever there was eyelet. Got a little puffy here. That's all right. It's open here and it's open here, but that's okay. Yeah, it's just pretty random. I mean, this, I got a zigzag just going down here. Stops here and it stops there, but it catches all these pieces going down. This one went across. This one ended up meeting. That one stopped. Yeah, you know. And then I did a straight edge around it. And oh, that one I also did where it, you know, I did the line so they cross over each other. So yeah, that's, and then here I didn't undo the string each time, and I thought, well, that's kind of cool. I think I'll leave it like that. So I didn't cut those, even though I could have. Oh, I missed. It's hard to see black on black. The black thread on the black fabric was hard to. And then when I glue either the fabric or paper or whatever on the back, it'll help hold those stitches. So, oh, I didn't show you exactly, like, you know. So I hope you enjoyed this. This goes this way just because that's the way the words go. The butterflies go every which way. Huh? And look at, you can make pink look good. Add some navy blue and some sage green, and you'll like pink again. A lot of people are like, I don't like pink. Look at these two actually coordinate nicely, don't they? So there we go. There's the 4 journal covers from the inspiration fabric from yesterday's video. I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.